All right, so we are getting things ready to go because we are gonna go see family to celebrate some of the holiday things. But one of which is Liam is getting ornaments ready to sell for school. They have a project that they're doing. They have an entrepreneurship group for some of the high schoolers. And one of the things that they do is they run a vendor fair with kids. I want to say it's 3rd through 8th grade, but I know it's under 8th grade. So those are the ones that are allowed to basically do handmade stuff and sell at a vendor fair. So Liam is making ornaments. I will let you guys see what we have going on here. So we are using this cedar log that we actually cut down last year for our Christmas tree. Right, Liam? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it should be dry enough, minus obviously it's cloudy today, so it's kind of rainy. But we are going to cut those into small discs so he can use them with my wood burner and make some ornaments for people, right?
The wood burner.
He needs to pack that, so now you guys know. So we're gonna cut some of them up. Okay. All right. That sound always makes me nervous.
That one's trash.
That one's trash. Next.
Hold it up a little higher.
If you guys can't tell, this is cedar. Look at that red. It's so nice. Right, Liam? Great. One done, guys.
You gotta help me move this
Look at
forward,
that.
Liam.
Kind of looks like a leaf. Look at that. 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 Look at that.
Well, we got a lot more.
It makes its own fun. So, lots of sawdust, guys. Which might be bad since I just got done taking a shower. Bam. So that's the plan, guys. We're hoping we can get at least, you know, another 30 plus out of the log. Right, Liam? Are you excited? You want to see Matt's determined look?
I think we're going to get like 20.
Show him your determined look,
More
Matt.
logs laying on the ground, so.
So that's how the mat does. All right. Bye for now, guys.
That's why I like using cedar. It's just a beautiful, beautiful coloring inside. Has a nice fragrance, and this log's been laying on the ground for a year, so it's a good temp. It's a good dryness. It's not splitting, but it's pretty dry, so it'll be real good. We can, once it's cut, we can let it sit for a few days, and it'll be perfect for his wood burning, I think.
Hi, my name is Liam, and I am doing wood burning today. So, I am no professional at this, so if I mess up a bit, that's probably why. So yeah, I have this metal ruler. I just like using a metal one. Like, I don't know why, but so yeah, to make straighter lines, I just use a metal ruler to line it up, and I just take like a pen or a pencil or something, and then I just trace it. It's probably better from this angle. And I will trace. Spin it around. Make sure I have it flat. and then do it again. Okay. Now that I have it all lined up, I will start burning it. I'll burn these lines first, and then I'll burn more of the design. I did have a piece of paper with the design on it, but I don't know where it went. Okay. Yeah, I'm essentially just making this design for this one. But yeah, I'll just draw like the plus sign first, and then I'll make all the little arrows instead of like doing each line and then making. So yeah. After looking through a few different tips. Okay, so it messed up in the video pause. So now continuing off, I had been looking through tips, and I had found that this one works the best out of all of them because there's only one other main tip that was working, and it went in super deep, so it would just make a bunch of like splotches because it was really hard to get the timing right. But I found this one, it's easier to get more straighter and even lines, and it's just really good for the type of design I'm doing, which is this. So yeah, as you saw earlier, I drew out the lines, and I guess start wood burning. Arms are shit. Just gonna go over it a couple times to make sure I get it properly. Normally when I'm doing this, it leaves just like a little bit of a golden behind. Might spark a bit, but that's just because there's like little pieces like this that'll just like spark up. It won't catch on fire.
So you're saying you should be in a well-ventilated area.
Yeah, I have a cup of water right over there. You probably can't see it, but I am ready for that to happen, but it hasn't happened to me. Now, I would take in consideration. Okay, so just gonna try to do this. It can be a little hard because if you wait too long, it starts sinking in too much. But if you go too fast, it doesn't leave really any marks, which is why I chose this tip instead of the other one, because the other one was just like a little like dot tip, like on a pen. So it just kept sinking in before I could move it fast enough. The problem is I had to just have like this perfect speed, or else I couldn't do anything at all without it looking not as good. You know what? I can actually find you this tip that I was having trouble with. I have a container of tips right here, and I'm gonna show you which one. Now, this is also a welding kit or soldering kit, so it actually does that too. See, like, here is a soldering tip right here, but you can tell which ones are which because the wood burning ones are darker color, like a goldenish one. But here's the tip I was talking about before, but as you can see, there's a bit of a point on it, so that's why I was having so much trouble with it. But, well, this one has more of like a flat surface, so it's easier to use. Now, I go over the lines a couple times sometimes, just to try to make sure I have everything. If I start slowing down too much, that means that it's sinking in a bit too much, and I just lift it up so it won't keep sinking in, and it'll go in too deep. Every once in a while, it just kind of smokes a bit because you're burning it. Okay. Now that I have that passed, that was actually the hard part, because since it's with this tip right here, I can just press it in just to make a bunch of arrows along the lines, like this. And that's how I make this design. Now, if there was more smoke coming from it, I'd probably be wearing some sort of mask. It really does depend on what kind of wood you're using at the time, too. One line down. Cords getting in the way. The smoke's getting in my eyes. Now, with this kind, sometimes I leave the bark on, but most of the time I take it off because with this kind of wood, the bark can get kind of like more flimsy, is the best way to put it, and it starts coming off a bit. But this is also pretty good for starting fires. Just when you're cleaning these off, just start fires.
I think you should leave part of them with the bark on and see what people like.
You know, when I'm selling them, I'll have like a section with bark and without, and then we'll see which one people like more. No, just choose.
I vote for people will like it more with the bark because I would like it more with the bark.
Well, like I get
But
why,
definitely leave us a comment on which you think you would prefer if you were getting a cedar wooden ornament.
Well, I like it as well, but it's more likely to like start coming off if you do that. Also, this kind of wood's actually kind of fuzzy. It's weird. But like right here on the sides, they're just like all of this right here. And it's just kind of annoying to clean off. So we're planning on taking it to a sander, because we have one outside, and just sanding this entire edge down, making it nice and smooth. That's another thing about this bark, Mom, that I would have to sand it down, which means the bark's more likely to come off. Yeah. Anyways, back to wood burning.
Do you have a favorite type of wood yet?
I am currently using cedar, and it is a pretty good wood. It's nice and sturdy because I also make walking sticks. That's actually what I do. I actually more recently started doing wood burning, but actually at first I was just using walking sticks. I had this little hand sander with just like a piece like this big, spins real fast, and you just bring it along. It's normally more for detail work, but that's what I had. I actually made some pretty good walking sticks out of it. Just fixing the line. I will also end up putting some sealant on it when I'm done with it, because I do have some, because I make walking sticks. Because some of these are ornaments, and some of these are gonna be called. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. The things he put cups on. Mom, what are they called?
Coasters.
Coasters, yeah. Christmas coasters. Yes, this isn't the best of wood burners because it's extremely fat, so it's harder to use. Because there are more expensive ones that are like more pen shaped, like this, which are easier to use, but they're a lot more expensive. Also, a good way to check if it's hot, I just like dip my finger in some water or something, and I just put a drop of water on it. Check if it's still hot.
I thought you were gonna say and touch it.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. I have burned myself with this thing before. It's not a nice thing. If you do burn yourself, I recommend putting your finger in some like ice water or something, because you can actually see where I burned myself right here on my finger. It burned myself and it hurt.
Good job.
I stuck it in some cold water. It felt better a lot quicker, and it's making it heal easier.
Mm.
So yeah, if you do burn yourself, I recommend cold water.
Mom recommends
Not burning yourself.
not burning yourself and to have the exhaust fan on your kitchen stove. But if we had that on, it
You wouldn't
would
be able to hear us.
really noisy. Or to do it outside on a fire safe surface.
Yeah, I am using this pan right here, so if anything does catch on fire, I'll just take some water over there and pour it on it, put out the fire.
All right, guys, so there's Liam's finished product. Here's the edge of it without the bark, and here's the edge with. So which one do you think you would like better? He's already peeled most of it off. Okay. So there it is.
Actually, I am currently getting these all sealed up with wood sealant, so if they get water on them, it doesn't ruin them entirely. Just painting them. You can tell where I've done it and where I haven't. It gets significantly darker. Choosing the extra that was on top to get the sides done. Okay. And then after this dries, we get the bottom. Okay, so this is the finished product of it. I've sealed them and I've put holes in them so I could loop strings in them right here. Now I have 3 different colors here. I have my green one, my mix of them, and then my red one, because I thought the mix should just be in the middle. Looks better. And yeah, that's my finished product for all my wood burn. Goodbye.